Hi and welcome back to the channel. This is Rideshare Buddy UK and my name's Kevin and I'm off to Chepstow. I was going to look at doing a bit of a change of scenery and go over to Barry Island today for the bank holiday, but the weather's crap. It's raining quite badly, which means nobody's going to be heading to the beach. So my fallback plan is to head off to Chepstow, where you've got the races, music festival and stuff like that. It's not going. It may not be particularly busy because of the rain, but it may be. You just don't know for the races. It's bank holiday after all. We shall see. The time is 10 to 10. The plan of the day is to go to Ionity and do a charge. I've got 66% in the battery, 178 miles. So it's not actually, no, scrub that. I'm not going to do a charge up. I'll do a charge up later. What I'm going to do now is to head straight to Tesco's in Chepstow, go and buy my meal deal lunch now, because whenever there's a race day, both the Tesco's takeaway sandwich section and the Greggs get hammered, and there's very little left by 1 o'clock. So I'll go down, buy my lunch, and then we'll start up the task and see what we can do. So the doors open at 11 o'clock for the racing, and the first race is, I believe, at 1 o'clock, and I think it races through till about 5. So we'll see what happens. It's always going to be busy till about 8 o'clock because people stay around for drinks and stuff like that. They've got music on, so we'll see what goes on. This is probably going to be my last Uber in until quite late next week, because tomorrow, Tuesday and Wednesday, I've got quite hectic days on the airport transfers. Well, not hectic, but long distance stuff. So it's going to be an overnighter tomorrow. So I don't know whether to do a video on it. I might do a video on it. I'll take my lightweight fishing gear and maybe do a bit of fishing. But what I've got tomorrow is an 11 o'clock pickup at Bristol Airport, 11 o'clock tomorrow morning, going out to St David's in Pembrokeshire. So that's my own work, about £235, I think it is, £235. And then on Wednesday, as I'm out that way anyway, I picked up an OTS job from Fishguard Terminal, the ferry terminal, down to Hackney. Not a great mileage rate. I think it's £337 for 297 miles. So fortunately I don't have ULEZ charge to pay. I believe Hackney is outside of the congestion zone, so I don't have anything really to do. I won't have enough charge in the car to do the full journey, so I will be taking a break halfway for 20-25 minutes to do a charge of the car and to have a break anyway. Now, even if I did this job in this one. Even if I was doing this job in a petrol car or a diesel car, I would still take a break on the distance of that size, because that's a good 6 hours a day. So I would take a break anyway, whether I was petrol or diesel or electric. So that's that sorted. If you've got any good ideas as to a good break halfway down, let me know in the comments with a good cheap EV charging. I've got to do that research tonight after I finish the shift, or do it tomorrow. I've got plenty of time to sort that out. But yeah, that's an overnight special tomorrow. Hopefully we'll be able to pick up something quite cheap on booking.com. I may even, if they've got availability, go for that farmhouse I stayed at when I was doing a tour of Wales video, because that was a really nice farmhouse, good breakfast. No worries about charging at Fishguard. They're only slow chargers, they're only 50 kilowatt chargers, they're not particularly fast. So it'll take an hour and a half to charge up. Well, there is 10 chargers, Dragon chargers at 65p up at the port. So I'll turn up about a couple of hours early, plug in and do a 90% charge. I don't do 100% charge, mainly because it's only going to add on about 20 miles of extra range, maybe 25 miles extra range. But what it does, if you've got 100% charge, your regenerating braking doesn't work, because obviously there's nowhere for the energy to get stored in. So for the first 5-10 miles, you're operating on normal brakes rather than using regen. So I'll just 90% is more than adequate, and then I'll do a charge halfway to London, and that should do the day. And then I'll do a charge up in London to get back home. So I should be dropping off in St David's for probably about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So still quite light evenings. I'll have to go out, get some to eat, and maybe do a bit of a fishing down that way somewhere. And then I can start off quite early on Wednesday and get another couple of hours of fishing in while the car charges or something like that, depending on what's around. But this is Bank Holiday Monday, it's Easter Monday. I'm headed to Chepstow. Let's earn some money today. Right, task number 1 completed, lunch purchased. Barbecue coronation chicken, barbecue chicken, smoked bacon, apple segments and Sprite. So let's get that stacked away for later. And let's get up the road and switch on. And what's the time? It's 10:15. Right, first job in. It's 11:10, so it's been quite a long time for it to come through. But it's Chepstow out to Bristol, £24. So let's start the music, pull up the tote up the top, and let's see what happens today.
reflection of you and I. Spark, the antidote of our lives. Cut down on correction, lead us with affection. Spark, deep inside, we all thrive. And the man on the other side is a reflection of you and I. Spark, the antidote of our lives. Cut down on correction, lead us with affection.
Right, so it's 2:05. I'm going to take a quick break and I'm going to charge up the car. I've got 23% left, 65 miles. But the first race has just started, so the race goers are basically all there now. Very quiet start to the shift. First hour was nothing, because I think I came out a bit too early and then it all kicked off. As you could see from the road trip earlier, there's a lot of traffic on the motorway. The M4 is chock-a-block. So I did one trip out to Bristol and I called it a day. But then one came up from Avonmouth and I knew I could just skirt around the traffic. So I did that, but I've turned down 3 jobs to Bristol because I don't want to get stuck in that traffic. So, total just over £100 so far. So not too bad a morning. Just that first hour, I was a little bit early here, but I weren't too worried about that. So let's get a coffee from Greg's and go to the M&S, Marks and Spencer's, BP, and do a charge up, 50 kilowatt chargers. Probably take about an hour, but everybody is at the races at the moment, so there's not much work as such to do. But Chepstow is getting quite busy. Well, that was a bit fortunate. I've just pulled into the BP Pulse at M&S in Chepstow and I grabbed the last space. There's 4 50 kilowatt chargers here, all 4 are now in use. Not normal that, normally there's only 2 in use. There's always plenty of space, so fortunate I got in when I did. Okay, I just took a half-hour lunch break there, put 180 miles onto the battery, didn't go up to 90%. Just done my first job for the after lunch. £10 out from Chepstow station out to Tinton, and I've just got a £17 job from Tinton Abbey to Monmouth. So let's roll on for the afternoon shift. I did do a quick look through accommodation for tomorrow night, and the hotel, the farmhouse Lochmayer, which I stayed at on my Circuit of Wales, has vacancies, so I'm really tempted to stay there again because it was a fantastic farmhouse, fantastic accommodation, fantastic value, fantastic breakfast. Do you think I liked it? I did. One of the best places I've ever stayed at, and at only £50 a night, you can't complain. But let's get this second shift done and see what we end up on the day.
Wheels on the ground. Hey. Let's get these wheels in motion. Turn off the wheel, cut the power. Lifetime feels like an hour. power. Philadelphia, touchdown, wheels on the ground. Can only be in one place at a time. Well, I was stuck in Detroit for the night. This nighttime feels like an hour. Touchdown. The night service cowboy. Looking back, did anyone just call? Your night service cowboy. Closing down once and for all. The night service cowboy. Looking back, did anyone just call? Your night service cowboy. Closing down once and for all. Ain't waiting around now.
Right, so that's it. End of shift. Been a long one for me. It's 10 to 9. So that's what, about 11 hours? Didn't do much in the first hour. But I've completed £240, 30 pence. And I had a £10 cash tip. So £250, 30 for about 11 hours. Yeah, it's okay. I'm happy. Not ecstatic, but happy. That last £26 I put up there was not a job. That was my Crest bonus payments. I had 2 Crest bonuses today. First was for £17 for completing 12 jobs. Then a follow-on Crest, which was £9 for doing 5 jobs. That's the reason why I took that £3.80 job. I wouldn't have taken it otherwise. Don't normally go that low. But especially if I had to run 2.5 miles for it. But I want to get that bonus in the way out and done. Because even though I've got until midnight on Thursday to do it, this is the only day really I'm going to be doing Uber. No Uber tomorrow because I've got my own work out to St David's. No Uber on Wednesday because I'm coming back from Fishguard, and Thursday I'm going to have Thursday off. May have Friday off, don't know. But it's not been a bad 3 days because today, tomorrow and Wednesday, it'd be about £800 in 3 days, and whatever tips I make tomorrow and on Wednesday will add to that. So yep, good day, not too bad at all. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe and share. And until next time, safe driving. And I hope you have a profitable time.